Welcome back, Crochet Piece community. This video is regarding the half double crochet stitch. Let's talk about some logistics. So when we begin on what is known as the foundation chain, and that's what it's called, a foundation chain, right? And then the next row I call the first row. And most patterns refer to this as the first row, the row that is directly on top of the chain. And it can be, I showed you two different insertion points, well, several different insertion points on the V side and on the back bump side. So here's my row single crochet. And I'm at the end and I'm ready to start another row. So when you're ready to start another row, you need to do turning chains. If you don't do turning chains, then your piece will not be straight, and that's probably, you might have encountered that before. The number of turning chains you need to do depends on what stitch you will be carrying out for the next row, okay? The next row after the first row, I call subsequent rows. So on this subsequent row, I plan to do a half double crochet. Half double crochet would need 2 turning chains. Turning chains are just regular chains. They're just done when you're about to turn. Okay, so yarn over and pull the bottom over the head, over the top, like so. And then turn. It doesn't really matter whether you do it after you turn or before. It's really preference. Okay, so depending on the pattern that you are following, the turning chains, all of the turning chains that are bigger than 1 usually count as the first stitch. So single crochet, it doesn't usually count as the first stitch, so you would go into the first one. But for the taller ones that have 2 or more, these 2 or more count as if they're coming out of that very first stitch, which is this first gray one. Okay, so it acts as if I made a half double crochet using these. The turning chain is just about making sure that the very beginning is the same height as the rest. So it's kind of a bookmark. Now, I always recommend using a stitch marker to indicate where that first turning chain is, because sometimes it is difficult to identify later on. So I'll just put my stitch marker right here in there, just so I can know this is the first turning chain, and I'll be using that going later on. Okay, so now how do we do a half double crochet? Well, first we need to identify where our insertion point is going to be, and that's going to be this second gray one. Okay, because remember what I said about these 2, they count as if this is completed. So we're going here. Now our insertion point that we're gonna use is the regular side piece. We're not gonna go in that middle, we're just gonna go on the side, okay? How we do half double crochet is, unlike single crochet, you actually have to yarn over first. So yarn over and pull it back, and then in our insertion point, which is here, we're going to insert our crochet hook, and then yarn over and pull this. So it looks like we have 4 loops on, right? The 2 that we started with, that one that we inserted underneath, right? So the actual stitch that we're going into, and then the one that we just yarned over. We're gonna pull off just this one, okay? Just this second one, and we're gonna pull it over. And when we do that, we're gonna have 3 loops on our hook. Now my stitch marker is huge. You can use your smaller one so it doesn't get in your way. So we have 3 loops on our hook now. We're going to yarn over, pull it back, and take off these 3. All 3. And that gives us a half double crochet. Okay, a little tricky. Let's do the next one. Here's the next stitch. We're going to yarn over, finding our next insertion point, which is the next stitch, right there in that little hole. Insert, yarn over, pull it back, 4 loops on our hook. Remember, this piece counts as 1. We're going to take off the second one, pull it over, 3 loops remaining. We're going to yarn over and take off all 3. And that's that. Okay, so you're going to just keep doing that all the way to the end. Make sure you get some slack with your yarn so it doesn't, your stitches aren't too tight. Next one, right there, yarn over and pull through. 3 loops on, yarn over and pull through all 3. Yarn over, under, yarn over, middle, off. Well, not really the middle, but the second one, yarn over and pull through all 3. Now it can be tricky to pull through all 3. I like to turn, make sure that the tip or the head of your crochet hook is facing the direction you want it to go in. So I'm turning it, it starts out like this, I'm turning it in the direction of that hole. And so that, and then I'm actually kind of pulling on it, separating them a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. They're together. I'm pulling them, my hands apart. And then it makes it easier for me to pull straight through like that. Okay? All right. And you just want to keep doing that. Remember, you yarn over first, insert, yarn over, take off that second one, 3 loops on, yarn over, pull through all 3. Okay? And again, yarn over, go to the next insertion point. Now sometimes that can be the trickiest thing, finding where your next insertion point is. And that's why you want to make sure that you listen to a lot of the tips that you hear about how to keep your stitches straight and consistent in size. And it will also come with practice. So just keep practicing. If you mess up, just take it out and start again. Yarn is very forgiving that way. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video right now and come back and show you what it looks like when I am going back to go into this insertion point that I created with that stitch marker. Okay, so I'm down here at the end of my row. I did my turning chains here, and then I came back down, and I'm gonna finish up this row with half double crochet still. I have 2 more to go. I have this one and this one. Okay, so I can remove the stitch marker now if I want to. Just make sure I remember I need to go into this peach one. Okay, and I'm gonna want to go under both loops, so that's one, and it can be a little tricky. There we go. Like so. Okay, and then I would do my 2 turning chains once again at the end, and then I would turn, and so that keeps my piece even on the sides. Okay. So now one thing that you want to be one thing that could really help you is counting your stitches. So let's say I started out with a chain of 17. Well, I know I should have 16 stitches because I start out going into the second chain from the hook. So if you're not sure as to whether or not you did the correct number, or you went to the end, maybe you forgot your stitch marker, and so now you're at the end and you're not sure, you can either look to see, like, does it look like another one can go in there? Does it look like it'll be like straight, or does it look finished? Or you can count how many stitches you have. That's usually very helpful. Okay, all right. In my next video, we'll go over double crochet. So, but before we go to end this one, you know, to start the next row, you're going to repeat the same thing. You're going to chain 2, put your stitch marker if you need it, turn your work, and then go back down. Okay. Happy crocheting.